Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate the support. If you want to show even more support, go ahead to patreon.com/partywithstrategy. Subscribe. $5 a month gets you an extra pod a week. That's double the content. 4 extra episodes a month. Only $5. In a time where we're paying more and getting less, I'm bringing back pay less and get more. Let's go, champ. Patreon.com/partywithstrategy. Show some love. Show some support. Enjoy the episode. Let's get back to it. All right, we're good. You got good audio over there?
Yeah, it sounds good.
All right.
Sounds great.
Mr. E's back in the booth. I mean, I'm surprised that he did this for us after his current TikTok subscriptions are just through the roof, but thankfully he's here. He's viral.
He's viral.
I'm not
like
talking
AIDS.
about his penis.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I prefer behind the scenes for sure.
So here we are. Welcome back. Very special episode of the Party with Strategy podcast. Two guys that, I mean, I would consider, forefathers, inspirational,
Sounds old,
helpful.
But, yeah, okay.
Some good guys. Just a couple of wifed up guys sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Chicago's in the building. I forgot what I was going to say about you guys, but there was supposed to be a joke right there. But, we'll get back to it.
Okay. You could always add it in.
It's a little hot.
Post-production.
It's a little hot, yeah. DJ Dolo and Jesse Seeley, 2 of Chicago's finest. And Jesse already sent me like a light transcript of what he wanted to talk about on this episode. And
just some points.
There was one company that he wasn't a fan of, and there was another guy who he called
Yes.
Diamond Co. Will probably beep that one out.
Uh-huh.
So I feel like we should put this on Patreon. I just want to get out there and say that from the jump so that we're all a little bit more comfortable, because you came in hot with the text, but then you pulled up and you were like, I was thinking about it. I might not say it, but I want you to get off your chest what you got to get off.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll protect it mildly with a paywall. It's only $5.
Well, here's the thing: is they don't pay me, so and it's not really like I'm losing anything.
He's
from
not
it.
scared, is what he's
Talking
saying.
to that. Don't be scared of that, Mike.
I'm saying they don't pay me, so I don't really know what I'll lose.
Who's they?
There's this group out here that's doing some things.
Does their name rhyme with group?
Yes, it does actually. But we'll get more into that. Once there's a lot of stuff we got to talk about.
You think we'll pull it out of him or what?
You'll
I don't
get
know.
it out
We'll
of me.
see.
You'll get it out of me.
Let's just let the words flow.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we before we get into that, let's.
What do you want to talk about?
We got to catch up. It's been a good few months since I've seen you last.
Yeah.
I follow you on Instagram for now.
I appreciate it.
But I've considered unfollowing you because your stories are just not as exciting as they once were.
You're very boring. I mean, I even sent you a picture of these slippers that had dicks on them, because there was a cruise I believe you did where you wore a dick hat and you would squeeze this button and it would flop up and down. And I thought, why not finish the outfit? And I sent it to you, and you said that you got rid of the dick hat, which
he said it was long gone.
Long gone.
That's
long
the
gone,
old me,
dong.
man.
That's
the old me.
And then hold on,
I'm into like wax melters and things now.
I'm sorry.
Wax melters?
What's a wax melter?
It's like a candle. It's a scent releasing device for your home, but there's not an open flame, so it's not as bad for you to inhale. Open flames indoors.
He said that.
Not great.
That was a real sentence that came out of his mouth.
Heard it.
But I also there's another thing I want to ask you. Can you roll up your sleeve where there used to be some Hooters, but now there's a new Hooter?
Look at that.
So
fucking
I remember there was a girl's very, very nice, let's just say Hooters for your girlfriend. But what happened? What was the conversation? What really sparked it?
Those Hooters were artistic. I don't know
really
why.
They were.
Do you think they go and fucking cover up like a Greek statue that shows a dick? No.
Dude.
It's art.
The wokes are out here tearing them down. So,
they couldn't
So
tear
are
your
you
titties
woke
down.
now? Is that what's happening? Because it would
I'm
fit
back
in line with
in
your
Chicago.
gardening.
That is blue.
Your gardening and your fucking wax melting.
listen, I'm just really good at whatever I do, right? So if I set my mind to something, I'm trying to be the best at it.
Okay.
And I'm a boyfriend now. Soon to be a husband. I don't know when, but you know what I'm saying? I'm
That's
on
fair.
the road.
That's fair. We're all with you. We're all with you. But
I'm sorry that you guys aren't as good at it as me. Are your
I
girls
wouldn't
getting
say
jealous?
That's not true.
I would say
Are your girls getting
my
a
girl
little
is
jealous?
not jealous.
Are
My
you
girl
guys?
is
Because
not
you guys
jealous.
seem like you're talking from a place where maybe they're like, "Look at what strategy's doing. Why don't you do this
See,
for
that's
me?
what you would
No.
hope.
Why are my meals
No,
not
no,
on
no,
your
no, no.
story?
That's what you
Are
would
my
hope.
meals not
My
good enough
girlfriend's
to
more
make
like,
it onto your
when did
story?"
strategy become such a?
Yeah,
And I'm
dude.
like, I don't know. I got to talk to him on the pod.
I mean, you're covering tits. You're talking. I don't even know what you're wearing. Corduroys. A lot of things are happening. You used to post about you working out.
I'm
You're
about
getting
40
fat.
pounds lighter, heavier.
heavy.
Yeah, it definitely.
Not
heavy.
matter.
Yeah, I just.
I mean, look, we're just concerned about your health. That's all. If
I
you're
appreciate that.
if you're okay, blink twice. We know you're okay. If you need help, blink 3 times.
I'm gonna be honest. I have never lived a better life.
That's good. I'm happy.
It's pretty incredible.
I'm
so,
happy.
is it a better life because you left Houston? Because you did have a life
That's-
there before.
I mean, I could have left Houston, went home and got AIDS and it'd still be a better life.
Interesting. Very interesting.
But it's even better than that.
Yeah.
You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
So you can still tell the threshold has been pushed. I got you.
Wow, I really don't know how to respond to that one. But what is really so much better? Because the last I saw of you talking about Houston, it was about trying to meet girls and take them out, but then the next day they were pregnant by some drug dealer, and now
That happened a lot.
How did this one come about?
My girlfriend, you mean?
Yeah, because you.
This was a woman. I mean, I'll get into it, but this is like literally the same conversation that me, you, and Fawn had in this room. I don't want to
Yeah.
double down
Oh,
on it.
then,
We'll
yeah,
just
don't worry
scrape
about it.
over it quick. I mean, it's, new viewers, but I'm just saying. She was a girl that I had met when I was doing the send nude shit and all that. It was like 2019. And, there was always a few of those girls that I encountered during that time that were like, you're too good of a person. Like, I can't enjoy your presence because you're too good of a person.
Okay.
And I'm just looking for dirty whores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I knew her back then, and then we reconnected more recently.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So then a light bulb. Wait, non-whore. Hold
Right.
on.
I
Candidate.
started wanting other things.
Yeah.
Less black strippers, more well-raised, father in their life, caring.
Functioning members of society.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
What's her credit score?
Her credit score? I don't know. It's got to be good, though. Her
You're a
parents
Jew.
are-
you know her credit score. Don't fucking lie.
Speaking of Jews, this guy gets a Jewish girlfriend, and all of a sudden he owns a business, and I feel a little bit like he's appropriating my culture.
That's a fact.
Thank you.
He surpassed you real quick with
Two
that one.
businesses? Yeah, but she is a dropout, though. She didn't finish Jewish school.
Jewish school.
Neither did this
Yeah.
guy.
I never even went.
Oh, your brother went. Yeah.
He did go for a short stint.
Does she speak the Hebrew?
A little bit.
A little Yiddish in
Yeah,
there?
it's nothing good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She says she is. She has the star, the outfit, the thing. But
Well, let me
The
ask you
nose?
this. She's got the thing on her face. No, do you, so me dating a Latina, like it's kind of a turn on sometimes when I'm having sex to have her speak Spanish. Do you have her, speak to you like Fran Drescher in the bedroom
mean-
ever?
Oh, Jesse.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I mean, no, I couldn't do that. It's tough, man. But
Maybe once in a while.
no, but yeah, it's interesting because I am learning a lot of new stuff, and her family is very Jewish, and the
Does
community.
she
and
make
everything.
the gefilte fish and all that?
No, she doesn't do that. She actually cooks very not that.
Okay.
She's a very interesting Jew. Like
Okay.
I can make fun of her, but it doesn't like stick because
Like
she doesn't
strategy.
get it. Yeah, it's like making fun of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
She's got tough skin.
Yeah.
You-
I've made fun of her.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just. Should we talk about the elephant in the room for the new
Let's
viewers?
fucking talk about
I
it.
mean, we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. I just want you to
You
feel
really
free.
want me to get after this
I just
group.
want you to feel free to say whatever you want. I don't want it like because I literally have to go and film a podcast at the Sound Dojo tomorrow. So, like, I do what you will, but I don't want you to drive home and beat yourself up and be like, damn,
Well,
I really
no.
pussied out back there.
Well, here's the thing. I'm the mediator in between the two of you. You know what I'm saying? All we're doing is reporting the news.
That's
you know what
true.
I'm saying? This is not we're indifferent about our guest opinions.
Yeah.
We're just here to give you a platform to speak your mind, if you so choose to.
Right.
All right. Well, I will tell you, coming here, there's only a couple of good things, a lot of bad things, a lot of things that Zach talked about. But I will the positive.
So you would say he was right in some.
Oh, he was 100% right. I mean, he's texted me randomly like, "How's Houston?" I'm like, "Oh, it fucking sucks." Like,
Yeah,
there's
Max-
nothing. There's nothing. You can't come from San Diego and L.A., where I lived for the past 2.5 years, and then being in Chicago, and then coming to Houston, and it's just hot, ghetto, trash, awfulness. I mean, we were just talking about this before we started. I live in a very nice neighborhood, and there was a drive-by shooting. Like, that doesn't make any sense, but now I'm learning, like, that's what kind of Houston is.
Yeah,
but
you gotta love the mixed.
it's not really mixed, though.
I mean,
where
it's compared to Chicago, it's a melting pot. We'll say that.
yes.
There's the same amount of different cultures in both cities, but this one they're a little more integrated
It's a little
with each other.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's and that sounds very 1960s, but
I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong. I'm just telling you what the hell's going on.
you know
here.
that's what it is, and that's why there's no good food because it's too integrated. They try and fucking hybrid everything. It's like,
The
yeah.
food
yo,
is
let the
terrible.
Mexicans make their food, and let the white people make their food, and
Let
let
'em
the
cook.
fucking Jews make their food.
Yeah. You want some fire Vietnamese sandwich? You go to little Vietnamese town.
Yeah, uptown, That's-
Uptown.
yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I hate it here. Like,
Here
it's
the Vietnamese have diamond grills.
Yeah. It's
Diamond boy.
I mean, I can't listen. Where I work, where I've been playing, everything's been great. But besides that, like, here's the thing. I used to live across the street from the beach in San Diego. I also lived in downtown, right in River North. And I could just walk to the beach. I can go to a restaurant. I could do this and that. There's nothing around. Like, I have to drive super far to get anywhere. And then when I do, I hate it. So it's a hard city to live in. It's more of, I'm making great money out here. The business-wise, everything's great. But it's definitely a place to where you can't be like, hey, my friends would want to come and visit me. And I'm like, don't. I'll come visit you. So it's like
It's not an end game kind of.
No,
city.
it's not.
It's a money stack up and get out.
And yeah, and it's just been it's been all right. That's really the best I could give it because I mean I lived in Dallas and Dallas was it's supposed to be this big city, but it's only a few blocks and that's about it. But Houston, it's its own kind of animal. I can tell you that much. But
Animal would be the right word.
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of animal would you say Houston is if you had to pick one to represent it?
something dead on the road.
Yeah.
Roadkill.
Roadkill.
I mean,
Hot, sweaty
that's-
roadkill. You
but
know what? You're
I
right.
see a lot of that driving too, so it's kind of it makes sense. But I mean, also the music scene out here has just been, I feel like everyone's just so far behind and they're stuck on the same song, and it's like it's very, it is what it is. It's hard to play out here and get excited because you're basically on repeat over and over and over again. And when you try to experiment with anything out here, you kind of get the like the dirty look. Like with Chicago, you can play around, you can do a lot more stuff, but here it's just it's boring. It's a hard place to play. I can tell you that.
Maximo Quinones, my cousin,
Mm-hmm.
my primo,
The
Maximo Quinones, Jose Cuervo aficionado.
Jose Cuervo's number one guy.
Yeah, he came down a couple weeks ago.
Hmm.
He wanted to see the town. Well, he didn't want to. He got stranded here because his flight to Mexico got delayed and canceled.
Got it.
But anyways, he's here nonetheless.
Yeah.
So I take him out. He texts you mid. He was ready to just go home, and it was not even midnight. He's like, I can't fucking see any more of this. He saw the gorditas they were making next to the bottle service, and he couldn't handle it. And I said, that's kind of a thing here, you know.
Shitty tacos with your shitty tequila.
Yeah, and it made me kind of realize it's a little strange to have a plancha cooking tacos in a bottle service club right
yeah.
next to your table.
Yeah.
It's a little different.
They might sell that particular table at a discounted price, so that could be the benefit of that particular table.
I guess, yeah. Or, quicker access to tacos.
It could be more expensive,
Yeah.
depending on what you're looking for.
Nobody wants to sit next to the DJ. We'll put him next to the taqueria. Okay, bet.
Yeah. The Party with Strategy podcast has a brand new sponsor. Make sure you guys go check out Rendezvous Limousine Services for any of your travel needs around the Midwest. It's the best you can get, top notch. Let's be honest, everyone's a little sick of buying Ubers, getting charged for Uber X's like they're black cars, and the market's just not what it used to be. You might as well go with your best bet, Rendezvous Limo Service. They got party buses, they got Sprinter vans, they got Escalades, they got Navigators. Only the best of the best. Make sure you check out Rendezvous Limousine. You can find them on Instagram at RNDZ Limo or their website, Rendezvous Limousine. If you're grammatically challenged like myself, Rendezvous is RENDEZVOUS. And we might as well do limousine as well. LIMOUSINE. Rendezvous Limousine. Best you can get anywhere you want to go in the Midwest. Airport pickups, drop-offs, party buses. Just going to see a friend. Do it in style. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to the episode. Thank you guys for watching.
Now, do you miss it out here even a little bit?
There's particular things that I miss. I miss seeing you guys. I miss hanging out with these guys. I miss being at their studio. I miss HEB. I never particularly hated the extreme humidity and heat. I enjoyed that. So, I mean, I can't say it's better than Chicago because it rains so fucking much here, and
you guys have electricity there.
And we do have electricity, which is good no matter what happens. I mean, I've never lost electricity in my entire life living in Chicago due to Mother Nature.
It's just built different. They're prepared for it. A little breeze out here, and the whole state shuts down.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, and a little breeze actually took the side off of Conejo Malo.
Yeah, that was a little scary.
That was rough. Yeah, 7 people died, and 1 million people were out of power. But Dolo and I were fine.
Yeah.
That's because you guys don't really live in the city.
Well, my sewer drain in front of my house says Houston, so I'll go ahead and say I do live in Houston. But I did have power. I only lost it for a couple hours. But the front half of my neighborhood did not have power.
Yeah.
And my gym just reopened today, and so it's been a week without power. It's crazy.
That's
a lot
rough.
of nightclubs shut down. When I would take the drive from my house down 290 to Washington Street. Literally, it was all black. No lights, no nothing. The entire ride for 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And then right when you get to Washington Street, it was like when you get into Vegas, when you're driving through the desert and it's all black, and then you just see Vegas. It was like that. And it was a great weekend at Bottle Blind because we had power and electricity and drinks were flowing.
Yeah, what? 3-4 years ago when it was at that snowstorm, and everything shut down, Bottle was actually the only place that had electricity. One of the times I came down when I brought Stu. And then,
Stu came to Houston?
Stu came to Houston. It was his birthday. He came to visit me in Dallas.
Yeah, that's when Ferroni and Massey were here.
Oh, that's right. That was the night of the freeze. It wasn't even a snowstorm. We didn't get any snow down here. We got it went to 31 degrees.
Yeah, it was just
everything just fucking collapsed.
Below freezing, and you couldn't even get a double cheeseburger at McDonald's.
It was insanity.
It took me
I had to flush my toilet with my water from the pool. It was fucked.
Sorry.
I mean,
it took me 7.5 hours just to drive back to Dallas. It was terrible.
It was either that or shit in the pool.
Yeah, I'm glad I made the right decision.
Jesus Christ.
So there was something else you wanted to get off your chest. We spoke briefly last night at Tokyo, and you said, I think you're gonna have to sit between me and strategy because you have a bone to pick.
A bone to pick? Is this about polecats or the group?
No, I thought there was something about strategy. You had a bone to pick.
What do you guys got? I'm here.
I want to remember it.
Open for questions.
I can't remember.
Well, while you're thinking about it, tell me how R&B night at Tokyo Joe's is.
I had fun. I had a great time. I'll tell you, I was thinking about this on the drive in. First of all, R&B nights everywhere are amazing. It's the season. Whatever it is, R&B is the way to go, which is shocking because I can remember not so long ago you doing your little Usher sets peak hour and people getting angry.
Very angry.
That you were doing it and saying, what the fuck are you doing? But now R&B nights are like people come out for them when they wouldn't normally come out. And I think you were a little ahead of the curve because I'll be honest, I didn't know too many other people that were playing R&B in the middle of a set in a bottle service club.
And there wasn't. It was just him.
So I want to give you your flowers while you're here.
I appreciate that.
But you don't do that anymore, or you still...
I still throw some Usher in. I usually wait till I got about 30 minutes left.
Why haven't you spearheaded an R&B night? I feel like you could throw your own party and really fucking do that.
I just don't know that the bodysuit that I was born into is fit for such a thing.
Well, no one said you have to fucking dress like D'Angelo in that video. And fucking
Nobody wants.
nobody
to see
wants to see that.
I mean, I've seen it, and I don't want to see it.
No more Burt Kreischer DJ for you.
In the same way that I feel about Jesse entering into my culture and just
that's the pigment thing.
Yeah.
See, I don't know.
What do you think I was talking about?
I thought you were talking about your size, and I was like, "Look, we get it. You're fat. We've already addressed that." No, I will say, playing alongside C Savage last night, he really leaned into the black thing. He wore his do rag. He was eating fried chicken at the beginning of the set. I said, "Wait, hold on. Did you just bring me on here to make yourself seem more black? Because you're playing chess and I'm over here playing checkers." But it worked. I don't think that's necessary. Vanilla Trill has a successful R&B night, and he's pretty white.
He's pretty white.
He's
yeah,
very white.
Yeah.
I mean, your name is not Vanilla Trill, but
It's not that white. But
is that white or is that just like playing the fence? I mean,
it
it's
is
kind of
yeah,
like
it is.
I'm
kind of
white, but like this is just the body I was given.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily white. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know the guys.
It's just the outside. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, that just dawned on me. Apparently, it's not something you're passionate about anymore. What are you listening to these days?
In the car,
You know, when your girl's not around and picking the radio station, because we
she's-
all know who wears the pants there.
there's really not a lot of times where she's not around.
I could believe that.
I mean, we're pretty joined at the hip here.
Yeah. So what does she have you listening to now?
She's got me listening to a lot of Zack Bryan,
Oh, you're
Lana
a
Del
lot
Rey.
of.
you're like white. Like when did you like? Because you were.
She's got
vanilla
me
for a
listening to
while.
The Toast.
I'm sorry.
She's got me listening to Giggly Squad.
I don't even know what that means.
Can we? Oh, there's Zack Bryan on the screen. That's Zack Bryan. Can we get Toast up there? The only Toast I know of is that Afrobeat song.
The Toast is a podcast with two women, and so is
Jesus Christ! Are you
That's
taking
even-
estrogen
that's-
now or
I was
what?
gonna
Giggly
say.
Squad.
Are you taking estrogen supplements?
I know that from the looks of my titties, you would
I was
think I
gonna
was,
say.
but
Bro, this is listen, man. I know you really lean into things, and I
Yeah.
know that you're an overachiever. But I
Yeah.
just want to say I'm a little concerned, and you might want to dial it back a little bit. You're not listening to this. You're not listening
it's
to
a
that.
good. It's better than listening
What
to
do
the
they
Fox
talk
News.
about?
You're not
What do they
listening
talk
to
about?
They
that.
cover pop culture.
Uh-huh.
It's a
What
good time.
kind of what was the last topic you remember them discussing? Fucking the size of somebody's
just-
dick or what?
No,
I just saw
no.
Paris
They're not-
Hilton
They're
and-
not. It's not. Call her daddy.
Dude.
Oh, it's more like crocheting tips.
Yeah, this is for respectable women.
The best tea recipe. Jesus fucking
Did
Christ.
you say respectable women? Dude, are you kidding me? You used to do send nudes and have bitches show your titties all the time.
Yeah, but you
When did
grow
you
or you
become
die,
so-
Jesse.
I
You
understand,
grow or you die.
But like, don't forget your roots, bro.
Yeah.
No one's telling you have to go fuck a bunch of random girls. But I also feel like you're a recovered addict that you like can't even look at a sip of alcohol because you're worried you'll relapse.
I haven't sent a dick pic in 8 months, dog.
That's great. That's
8
probably
months.
for the best because you know
This is what I'm saying.
you've made it this far without getting any harassment charges. So I think you're on the right track there. But all I'm saying is like there's got to be a balance. You're tipping the scale here.
What do you?
Does she peg you?
No. We're not. I'm not into that.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I'm trying to find the boundaries here because I haven't found them yet.
Here's the thing. I'm just experiencing a new life that I'd never experienced before. I feel like I'm living on another planet.
I feel like you
Okay.
are
Do
too.
you understand? I have to fully explore. Like, I'm not one of those dudes that just stays in the crib. He gets on vacation, just sleeping in the hotel room, watching Netflix. I'm going out. I'm seeing what this world has to offer here.
I think you're right. Yeah, okay. I can respect that. I'm just questioning. I'm not. I just want to know where your head's at.
What are your sets like?
I'm playing a lot of Shania Twain.
I was going to say, man,
I'm
how much
playing-
Taylor's in that catalog?
I'm a big believer now.
Are you a Swiftie now or what?
I have a couple Cascade Taylor Swift edits, a couple
Are you going to play those tonight?
No, tonight I'm going.
Yeah, I
It's
kind
hood.
of.
We're
I'm
going-
curious
we're
to
going
hear
in.
what you're going
I'm
to play
playing
tonight.
Kendrick
Well, he
Lamar,
said when he's
not
on
like
vacation,
us.
he went in Rome.
When in Rome.
So what kind of? I'm seeing you're stacking your gigs in Chicago now. You're back in the circuit.
Yeah,
you're getting
I'm
almost
like
as many as
trying
Lago
not
these days.
to. It's hard not to, but like, I know the past week I worked too much, and I'm like, I hate it. I never
Really?
want to
Is
work
that
a
quick,
Sunday
huh?
again. Yeah.
Why don't you play any like the cool stuff in like West Loop, like not cool as in like cool, but like like chill. Like I could see you like as a retired DJ playing more lounges and stuff like that.
Yeah, the problem with those spots is that I don't really know anyone. Like, if I really wanted to do that, I'd have
Take
to
your
go
girl
in there
out on
and
a date,
politic and
get a
shit.
martini.
Also, I think a lot of them are ran by the. We all know how that goes. When
I thought that's your boy.
They get involved.
I
He's a
thought
good
that was
guy.
your boy.
I'd say he's a good guy,
But he just does. He's a businessman.
but he's a businessman, and these people that
Is he
run
Jewish?
these. No, he's
Same thing.
or
man.
like I don't know. But these DJ companies that come in and do bookings and insert themselves in front of
I know where this is
DJs going out to get work at these clubs, these middlemen,
yeah.
they cause a little bit of an issue sometimes. Do you experience that at all?
I mean, what can I say here? Yeah, there's companies that are basically they're basically just throwing anybody out there they can to make a quick buck, especially now that I've been hearing how, all right, question. How long have you been DJing for?
It's been about 14 years now.
All right, how long have you been DJing for?
21 years.
It'll be 25 years for me on my birthday in
Jesus.
June. There's people that have been DJing for 3 to 6 months that are paying for classes that are, playing at big spots. And they're getting really bad reviews. And even I'm hearing about it in places that I've been playing that are getting booked through this company. They're not happy about it. And they're texting me behind closed doors to be like, hey, we don't want to work with a certain group because of what they've been sending me. So I think companies like that, especially being run.
How are you not capitalizing on that?
How am I not capitalizing on
Yeah,
it?
you said they're texting you like they're like, hey, get in here, let's get these guys out.
Who says I'm not?
Oh, all right. I'm just making sure.
He's just
You're only married to a Jew. You're not a full Jew yet, so I'm just making sure.
No,
he is venting a little bit like a Jew though. It's great.
a little bit.
I'm
yeah.
here for it.
A little bit. Yeah, because I've had no one to talk to. Everyone
He's like,
out here-
"Oi, Vegas,
Yeah.
fucking
Everyone out here
agencies."
sucks. They don't get it. Like our sarcasm and our ball busting is really like our love language. And out here, people,
They don't
They don't
get
get
it.
it. They
They don't
look
really
at you
get
with
it.
a blank face
They
sometimes,
do.
right?
It takes
you
them
ever
a
get
minute
that,
to
You ever get that
process.
Houston stare?
What, like one eye
Like you
and
say
drooling?
something, you try and crack a joke, and they just hit you like,
Yeah.
Yeah, and they kind of look at you like you're an idiot.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. You get that, right?
you gotta you learn to dumb down your jokes a little bit to
Yeah,
make it a little
every-
bit more processable.
Everything out here is pretty dumbed down. Like, especially coming from LA where everything's just so hypersensitive and now everything's just so slow. It's like I need to find a balance here, but it's Houston is something, especially with the music out here and the DJs and whatnot. It's hard, man, to have, over 2 decades of experience to come and play and get the gigs I have and work as hard as I have, and then seeing how, they're just undercutting and throwing anybody out there. It's kind of like how, as DJs that run the company, think that that's just like a good idea, because aren't you just shitting on your own business?
Yes, that's exactly what they're doing. And I'll tell you what the problem is.
Yeah, here we go.
And I've remained silent about this topic for a while, trying to be diplomatic and, mind.
Dolomatic
When-
immunity.
But
This
I
is a
have
plug
diplomatic
here.
immunity. Here's the issue, right? If I think back to one of the worst places I've ever DJ'd, which was Cuvée, if you remember. Cuvée,
I have
you guys
some-
remember
I
that
have some
place?
thoughts on that.
Heard of
Do you
it.
remember a guy named
Matt Deichel or Jimmy?
Vargas? Danny Vargas.
I grew up with that kid.
He used to be a DJ once upon a time,
Yeah, he used to be a good DJ.
and then became somewhat of a Hitler of a GM,
Very much so.
and really liked to press people for what they played,
Uh-huh.
and wouldn't even give you an opportunity to finish a song before he'd come and chew and shit down your throat. So I attribute it something like that, where it's like you were once a DJ, so you understand how it goes, but so quickly you can forget when you become on the other side of the business that you just say, fuck these guys and fuck what they do. They can live with it. I lived with it. I dealt with it. Da 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 da. That's my personal opinion why they would be so quick to forget respect for the game. Because what you're saying that they're doing and what everyone knows that they're doing, let's just call the elephant in the room. These places, they'll have someone pay to learn how to DJ, and then quicker than they can actually learn how to effectively be a real DJ, they implement them into places where they have accounts. And those accounts pay them X amount of money. They keep X amount of money and then push their DJs into it. Now, they're not thinking about the DJs who have worked a hard, long time to get these gigs. They're just thinking, I need to put these people into places, because if I can have 10 DJs DJing for me and I get $50 an hour off each one of them, then I'm going to make this much, and that's going to cover my nut at this place, and da-da-da-da. And I get it. From a business perspective, it's genius. But from a morale and from an actual love for DJing, it's bullshit.
For the culture.
For the culture, which, you know, a lot of times in business, they say, fuck the culture, this is a business, and that's all that matters. And in some aspects, they are right. This is a business, and it's all about making money. And every venue, in order to pay DJs, they have to make money. But if you have no respect for the game, eventually everyone's going to hate you. Everyone's going to hate your DJs, both the establishments as well as other DJs. And I'll give an instance where it affected me. Mm-hmm. There's a venue that I work at that we'll leave nameless.
Okay.
They used to have DJs on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. But now, after a 30-day program of turning a security guard into a DJ, on a slow night, they just put the security guard in at his security guard pay and let him DJ. Now, here's what's fucked up about that. For the venue, they're like, well, he's not a great DJ, but there's not a whole lot of business in here, so we're going to do what we got to do to cut down costs and save a couple $100. But that was someone's gig. And it's like, if you can't respect the DJ enough to at least let him have his rate, which isn't fucking astronomical. We're not talking about, you know, 2K, 3K, or an out of town.
TSO's not playing on a Tuesday
This
night.
is just a local DJ's pay. And you're so worried about saving $200 that you'll put in somebody who doesn't even have any skin in the game. It really makes you kind of be like, yo, fuck this. Like, what am I even doing this? Like, what's even the point of honing in your skills when this is happening? Because this wasn't something that was ever really a thing before. Like,
well, all right. Battle raps, cause I've shaken grown men to the point that they can't even face their own friends. That's why they rhyme about jewels, not life, cause the ice on which they skating is so thin. That's what I love about the human soul. It'll usually show when the truth ain't told. He was alive.